wanna go live. I wanna go live. I wanna go live with you. Yo quiero estar en vivo contigo. Yo quiero estar.
Good morning. Okay, so I'm late. I'm sorry. My computer is taking forever to play, but we're gonna be fine. We'll start the show. Hi, how is everyone? Yes, Jen, just jump on my live. And my Spotify won't open up. Like, I hate this computer. I really do. I'm blessed with it, but I don't know how to use it. It's probably me, but my Spotify won't open up. Hi, good morning. Hey, let's just go ahead and start, and then we'll play a little music here. I am gonna have my friend Jen, I wanna say this right, Pasiloff. I hope I'm right. She's an author, a public speaker, a yoga teacher, and an amazing human. She has been featured in Good Morning America, New York Magazine, and others. So here's my girl. We're calling her right now. Jen, request me, okay, Jen? You got to request. Wait. You got to request because if you don't request, I can't call you. So it should be on there. There we go. My Spotify is still not working. Great.
I did.
She's coming on.
I did.
Hi.
I requested you. Hi.
Perfect. Sorry.
Hi.
Because I didn't see your name on the thing.
I know. It's so very confusing. And Jackie, just yesterday, Instagram did a thing where, you know how normally the live video would stay for 24 hours? It's not doing that anymore. The minute you end it, it gives you the option to save it now to IGTV.
See, I thought that was my problem.
Why wouldn't they do it
It's the
before?
whole IG, isn't it?
Oh, hi. Who's that?
Oh my God, gorgeous.
Oh, hi,
Wow.
everyone.
I thought that was Taylor for a second.
Oh my God, isn't that funny? She sends her love.
Oh, I'm gonna hit her up. So I love, we get started? I just love how we both have in common that you were a waitress for a long time, and so was I. I got fired a lot, but how did you go from the how did you go from the transition without knowing what to expect, like it was your calling? How did you take that leap of faith? Because I know that I couldn't quit until season 4 of Orange is the New Black when I became a series regular.
That blew my mind. Okay, so here's the truth. I'm going to be honest because you're Jackie. So I was at the same restaurant for almost 14 years, and I had a nervous breakdown, and I was doing a lot of yoga, and all my friends said you should be a yoga teacher, which made me want to poke out my eyeballs. And hi, I'm on the cover of Yoga Journal. But anyway, I went on antidepressants, and they changed my life. I changed my life, but they allowed me to see possibility. So then I thought maybe I will do a yoga teacher training after the meds kind of helped me get out of bed, as it were. So I did a yoga teacher training, and that became my way out. I started dropping my little business card at tables when I dropped off the check, and I used becoming a yoga teacher as an escape route, and then I used teaching yoga as a way to where I am now.
Wow. And that's how you connected with people, you know what I mean? Well,
it was never about the yoga. It was never, it was always about
finding a way in to the people.
Yeah.
Well, you're so used to traveling the world doing your workshops on being human. How has it been not having that personal interaction?
I'm really open with my depression. So I have been really honest. When this first happened, I got super depressed. And as I told you when you came online, the way that I combated that was getting out of bed and going, how may I serve? So I created this project that I'm, raising money to get people fed. It's been really
You're killing it right now. Talk about that.
Well, I created a post on my Instagram, and I just said, do you have enough food to eat? And I said, this is a literal question. And people started answering honestly. And other of my followers started like sending them money and groceries. And so one of my followers, Dana Mondello, messaged me and said, do you want me to make you a GoFundMe? And then I did a workshop online. Hi, baby. I'm talking to Jackie. I'll be right out.
Mommy, after you talk to your
Jackie.
Can we just go to Annie's house right now?
No, in a little bit, but I'll be right out.
No.
Yes, after. Yes, after. So, so she started, I call that no bullshit motherhood and real motherfucking life. She started a GoFundMe, and I did this workshop, and then I started doing these chats with you, with other cool people, with celebrities, in order
Pink,
to
Taylor,
Taylor Schilling, Mark Duplass, Katie Seagal, Erin Brockovich, the real one, is coming on Monday.
Wow.
And people are donating, and there's $119,000 in the GoFundMe, and we're getting people $100 gift cards for groceries. So
that's amazing.
And so Jackie, I told you, Instagram reached out to me, and they want to promote for next week, but I need a lineup for next week. So I need to enlist your help.
I'll come through.
Okay,
I got you. Yo, I can't believe Instagram posted on their own page. They have 300 million followers.
I know. So who can you? Okay, so you'll come back, and then who can you help me get? I need they're like. I was like, I haven't asked out to Reese Witherspoon, like a friend of a friend. Of course, she didn't reply yet. They're like, that would be great. So now I'm like, shit.
All right. Well, I'm gonna think about it, and I'll text you. Okay. But I got some ideas.
But I wanted to answer your question though. When you yesterday, I have a friend. He's on a TV show called Queen of the South, which you can also watch. His name's Ollie, and we've known each other 20 years. I used to wait on him. And he made me super emotional because he was like, you know what I love about you? He goes, you didn't wait till you had your shit together. You just went for it. So the answer to your question is I didn't know how to get out. I didn't know how it was going to work, and I did it anyway. And I still don't know, but I did it anyway.
You got to believe in yourself. That's the first person. And look, you're making a huge change all over the world. Thanks to your you know what? Fuck this, I quit. And that goes to my next question, right? Your motto is don't be an asshole, right? So there are many assholes on social. There's one right now who told me to fuck off. That's cool. You can leave. Bye. But thank you for defending me, HTXJ. I love you. I'm gonna call you later. But it's okay. The thing is, I usually don't read them, but
me neither.
Sometimes I do, and they irk me because they don't know me, and they're just assuming that because they see me on here or they know my work that they know me or something.
Totally.
Nobody knows us, so it's really funny to be behind a computer without say it to my face, so many assholes on social. How do you deal with people who are assholes to you asking for a friend?
Yeah, ask for a friend. So tell your friend. To be clear, everyone watching, the don't be an asshole is for ourselves. So there are assholes out there, but it's a way to hold ourselves accountable with a sense of humor. So it's like, for example, Jackie, you were still waitressing for the first 3 seasons of Orange is the New Black. And then all of a sudden, let's say season 5, you're all of a sudden, having this attitude you're whatever, better than anyone. And you catch yourself.
I worked waitressing. I never thought that. That's
right.
why I worked.
I'm just saying, as
TV.
an example, then we go, don't be an asshole. Or, so for me, it was sometimes I wouldn't get upgraded on a flight. And I'm like, ugh. It's like, Jen, don't be an asshole. You're getting on a plane. You're getting to do what you love. It's just a way to lovingly call yourself an asshole when you're being an asshole.
But what if someone's an asshole to you? How do you protect that?
I'm going to get there. So I call it the 1 in the 100. I say there's a room of 100 people or 100 people watching, and everybody loves you except one. Who do you focus on? Most of us say the one. So my thing is be honest about it. I focus on the one, but just for a minute or 5 minutes instead of letting it shut me down. So I'm honest. I'm like, and sometimes it doesn't bother me at all, and sometimes it does. And then I just get it. Okay, I feel it, and then I move on. But the key is like, and you know this, being on a really successful TV show, if you're gonna give the people who give you accolades, if you're gonna let that make you feel good about yourself, then you have to like remain neutral, and that's very hard. Stay grounded and not really take any of it as if it means anything.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it. That's why it doesn't bother me anymore. At first, when I started, like, I was even scared to talk about politics because people really go in. But now, like, I'm like, you know what? I feel so free of being myself and accept people liking me and accept people that don't like me either. You know what I mean? It's just a part of life, and don't let them get the worst of you.
And I'm going to tell the truth. Sometimes it does bother me. It's like sometimes someone will say something and it's like a particular trigger. Now, like someone will be like, "You're old," but like someone will say something, and so I'll let it bother me for a minute or 5 minutes, and I'll investigate why is that upsetting me. But I won't make me go, well, I'm never going to write again. I'm going to stop doing this,
Yeah, well, some people are like, oh, you can't sing. Oh, now she wants to sing. She's been acting. People don't know your life. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And what am I going to do? People told me that I couldn't act. Maybe I couldn't, but I am.
Exactly. I love it.
And you know what's great? I was saying yesterday that on my friend's show that like I know I was born for this, but I wasn't born ready. So it will take you a long time.
That's so good. I know I was born for this, but I wasn't born ready.
Yeah, it's my little quote. And I feel like the older I get, the more I understand the old Jackie, and like I'm so happy that she didn't let those people bring her down, because like literally it took me a long time to be where I'm at and feel good about myself,
God, and thank God you are. We need you. You're a ray of fucking sunshine.
Oh my God, you're so sweet. I just want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I only have an hour,
No, I know you do.
Thank
you. Oh, wait. Real quick. Remind everyone, my book only today, randomly, is only $2.99 on Kindle.
Oh yes, I posted that on my stories. There it is, and also
$2.99 on Kindle.
On my link, there is the page to GoFundMe on Being Human. So if you want to give back,
think about who we can get for next week, and if you come back, I would love it. But
okay, I will
brainstorm. Okay, love you. Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna brainstorm.
Bye-bye.
All right,
Bye.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Amazing. Everybody's great. And this computer's still not working. I need some music in my life. What's going on? Why doesn't this work? Okay. While I figure that out, we should maybe call someone else, my next guest, Brando Crawford. Okay, my Brando Crawford. He's directing tonight's play. I don't know if you guys know that I'm doing theater, a virtual theater play, Romeo and Juliet, later on.
Right. Hi.
¿Vamos a
Hola.
hablar en español o qué?
Sí, bueno, podríamos hacerlo en español o en inglés, depende.
English.
La gente que está mirando el video, ¿cómo están
Sí,
todos?
yo quiero que tú le digas a la gente qué estamos haciendo esta tarde y qué organización estamos trabajando.
Conexión, perdón, Jackie.
Ah, ok. ¿Me escuchaste?
Te escucho ahora, no te escuché. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué dijiste?
Ok, dije, ¿le puedes decir a todo el mundo qué estamos haciendo esta tarde? Y
Sí.
eres el director del Like a Playbill of Romeo and Juliet. Y la organización con quien estamos trabajando.
Exacto. ¿Y prefieres en inglés, en español o los dos?
English.
Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna introduce Acting for a Cause. Is an organization that came up during the quarantine, during the shelter in place, with two goals. We wanted to bring together all these actors that are at home right now, sent home from their different projects, and give them an opportunity. We wanted to, raise some money for charity, and we realized that we had this really cool opportunity to partner with the IEF, which is the Entertainment Industry Foundation. Half of the proceeds will be going to a hospital in Chicago, Mount Sinai, which treats the disproportionately affected low-income communities. 75% of COVID-19 cases, I think I cut off there.
I can hear you now.
COVID-19 cases. Can you hear me?
Yep.
75% of COVID-19 cases in Chicago are from low-income communities, and that's a huge issue, a problem within the problem. And then the other half goes to arts education, which is just as important now as ever. A lot of arts education programs are being defunded, and want to talk about it.
Oh my God, that's terrible. But thank you so much for like, what gave you the idea to like, hey, how can I get these actors? Like, how can I get everyone involved? The reason that I saw it was through Maddie Brewer's page, because she's one of my best friends. And I'm like, you know, I'm always doing 24-hour plays. So I was like, yo, if you need a Latina, here we are. So tonight, this afternoon, I'll be Lady Capulet, which you and I were rehearsing earlier. Thank you so much for that.
You're amazing.
I'm excited. And where can people watch? Like, I'll put the link on mine, on my live, on my bio. But
bio.
Like,
Perfect.
Is it easy to get in?
Yeah, so it's super easy. All you have to do is, I mean, if
shoot,
go, did it cut off again?
Yeah, I can hear you.
If you have the link in the bio, you'll click it and you'll be able to go to the live video. If you want to make a donation, go to actingforacause.org. And either of those links will take you to the right place. You know, the video is present on actingforacause.org. The link is present on the video. Support us and support some families in need.
Yeah, we have some. Who's starring tonight?
It's crazy. We have Margaret Qualley, who was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the latest Quentin Tarantino movie, possibly last. She was
amazing.
Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. She's playing Juliet. Amazing. We also have David Cornsweet from The Politician and Hollywood by Ryan, which dropped today, and he's taking his time to do this, which is beyond.
What?
Yeah, it's great. It's like,
you guys, this is happening 2 p.m. Eastern for me, and what time for you?
4 p.m. Central. I'm in Chicago, and then people in New York, it's 5.
It's 5. So you hear that? 2 p.m. if you're like LA area. 4 p.m. Is it? You said 4 p.m. in New York, or it's 5?
4 p.m. Central in Chicago, 5 p.m. in New York.
5 p.m. in New York. If you're in the East Coast and you want to hear some, you know, Shakespeare, Flaca do a little Shakespeare. You will see it later today. So thank you so much, Brando, for your time.
Thank you
and
so much,
I'll see
Jackie.
you later.
Muchísimas gracias. Adiós.
Oh,
Nos vemos.
gracias. Tú eres de Argentina,
Nos vemos
¿verdad?
pronto. ¿Cómo?
Eres de Argentina, ¿verdad?
Sí, mi mamá es de Argentina.
Me fascina mucho la Argentina.
Bueno.
Oh my God. Un beso grande.
¿De dónde eres tú?
Nos vemos después. Yo soy dominicana.
Dominicana, increíble. Bueno, muchísimas gracias, Jackie. Nos vemos prontito.
Okay, ciao, papi.
Ciao.
Oh my goodness. And you know what? You know what I'm mad at right now? I'm really mad right now because it's not working. It's not working. And I want to listen to music. But we can call some people right now. Let's see. Sorry guys, give me a second. I don't know where the time goes. It's like we're here, you know, we're always, well, you know what's great is that my music isn't working, but later on, if you guys stay, there's gonna be a DJ set, okay? Thank God, because my thing ain't working. So it's DJ J-Dub, who goes by William Lifestyle. He'll be on later on, like around noonish or so. All right, so let's call some people. Let's see. I'm calling you. And I know I have some people that I want to call.
Hemen gelirim kapatın. Oh, hi.
Hi, did you say you want to sing?
Yeah, but I didn't think you'd open.
You don't think what?
I didn't think you'd accept my request.
Well, I accepted it, so now you got to do it.
Can I fix my hair for a second while we talk?
Of course. What are you going to sing? What are you thinking about?
I can sing your songs, maybe?
I would love that. I
But
would love that.
my main language is not Spanish or English, so my accent might be a little weird, maybe.
Oh, please. I don't care. Music is universal. At least you're trying. People want to know what happened to my skin. I'm brown, people. The sun. I'm living life. Even though I'm stuck at home, I go outside. So if you want to know. But we got a lot of people up and coming. It's like, why do people like bug you on like the stupidest things? All right, don't be an asshole. Don't be an I gotta like just breathe in. I'm good.
Okay, so I fix my hair. I look really
Oh,
bad.
beautiful.
No. Wait a second. Hello.
Yep, I'm here. Let me hear.
Okay. Oh, I hate my hair right now.
Oh, you're gorgeous. Relax. You're beautiful. Look at me. I just woke up.
No, you're so beautiful.
All right.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Tú sabes lo que haces, la que te encontraste, no comparaste, nunca voy a olvidarte.
Wow.
Tú, lo que te perdiste, mi amor pediste, luego sufriste, conexión no existe. You'll be back soon. Let me show you how much you lose. Too late to prove. You'll be back soon. Let me show you how much you lose. Too late to prove. You stay on my mind. Cuando me besaste, don't waste my time. Sé lo importante, baby, be mine. Press rewind, let's take it back when it was you and I, you and I. Don't waste my time, Don't you waste my time.
That was so beautiful.
Thank
You
you.
sang it better than me, girl. That was amazing.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Wow. Is there any way you can record that and I'll post it on my IG, please?
Really? Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I would love that, please.
Okay. Do you know, I practiced the Spanish part with my Spanish friends, the accent part, so I can cover this song. But then I forgot.
No, it was perfect. And you did it live. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. And what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Ince. It's Turkish.
India.
It means pearls.
Oh, that's beautiful. You are a pearl, honey.
Thank you.
And you made my body just, it was so beautiful because I never really heard anyone else sing that song. So that meant so much to me. And I don't want to cry. Oh my God. Thank you. And where are you right now?
I'm in my parents' room. I was actually in a lesson.
What country?
Huh. I'm in Turkey.
Oh, Turkey.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never been. It's so beautiful though.
Yeah, it is. You should come to
I'm gonna
Istanbul,
come.
maybe.
And what's your Instagram name so I can look you up?
Well, okay. My Instagram name is can I write it here?
Yeah, write
As a
it down
comment?
and I'll spell it. Because I can't see it right now.
Yeah,
That was
Renas.
beautiful.
My friend saw it. What?
Oh, which one? Where is it? Which one is it?
He said, she said Turkey.
But what's your Instagram handle?
I wrote it on the comments, but
Oh,
it's
really?
Inci. Can I spell
Oh,
it?
I see it. I'm gonna just screenshot that. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yay! Thank you so much for singing, and you're welcome to sing anytime you want any of my songs, or any other song.
Ah, okay.
But you sound really good singing Jackie Cruz. Much love to you, and thank you so much for your support. And I'll always support you and your career because, girl, you have an amazing voice, and you should continue to sing. All right.
Okay. Thank
Much
you
love
so
to
much.
you.
Okay.
Absolutely. Oh my God. Oh shit. Let me call her back. I'm gonna call her back. I hate it when she has something to say and I cut her off. Honey, I'll call you right back. My bad. I'm
Did
sorry.
you call me back?
What?
What happened? Did you call me back?
Yeah, because I thought you were gonna say something.
Yeah, I wanted to screenshot, so
All right, let's do it. Let me get my angles. You look like Laura Prepon, girl. You get that a lot?
yeah. A lot of people tell me that.
That's so funny. Well, it was nice to meet you, babe. I'll see you soon.
Nice to meet you. Goodbye.
Holy crap. She was freaking dope as hell. Dope as hell. Let's see who else we got on the line. We got it also. I think we should move on to a guest, and then people who want to sing, just let me know. And I got you because I got a lot of questions for my. Oh, she's doing her nails.
I was all I did was I pressed like the thing and I was like, oh shit, it goes right away. I've never done a live with hi Jackie.
Before she goes on and on, because I do want to hear everything she has to say, I need to intro. So we're literally virtually meeting for the first time. 10-time author, self-publisher, sold hundreds of thousands of books, y'all, on her own. Yo, I literally came across your page. So I don't know how I did. Someone sent me a quote from your IG, and I was just like, I needed this right now. And it was around December, and it was a time that I really needed to read and listen to your beautiful words of self-love, self-expression, I don't know, just emotion. And I just want to thank you, and I thank you so much for like being open with me and answering all my questions when I go on your live, because I ask a lot of questions.
It's all love. It's all love. That's what the lives are for. Like, you know what I mean? To talk, to exchange, to enjoy. But thank you.
Yeah, I want to say with these young kids these days that are more focused on TikTok, including me, how are you inspiring the next generation of authors, and how did you get started and just building this empire on your own?
I don't know. Well, okay, so for the first part of your question, for me, I really just want to inspire the young women out there to live their lives first, to have a healthy relationship with themselves first before they hop into these committed relationships where they then have to compromise parts of themselves that haven't even been explored on their own or even created on their own. A lot of times, young girls who are missing something or feeling desperate for love, or have never seen a healthy relationship before, hop into these relationships with men back to back to back, and, get hurt, get fucked over, get, all those things. And I think that it's just a matter of realigning with yourself so you can go through life doing what you want as opposed to what you feel you need to do in order to get something back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, because I've also been that person where it's like you finish a relationship and you hop on another one, and it's like you didn't end feeling this way yet, you know what I mean? And the next relationship can't really be healthy if you're still not healthy on your own, you know what I mean? And of course, I've been that girl, like, I don't need a savior. I'm saving me. And that's a new me right now. Yeah. And that's thanks to you reading your self-love books and really putting boundaries up and really not letting people cross them. And when they do, learn to love you more and know that you don't deserve that. You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
I love your quote. Your truth can set yourself free.
Uh-huh.
And that's not as easy as it sounds. So what was your process?
So my process was a lot of honesty, a lot of just really being honest with myself and really holding my feet to the fire, you know? Um, it was hard. It still is hard. Um, it gets easier as it goes along, but it was really hard in the beginning, you know? I had to unlearn a lot of stuff that I didn't even realize I was conditioned to believe about life, about myself, about my spirit in general, about um, the dynamics between a man and a woman, about masculine and feminine energy. Like there was just so much. And at the very beginning though, I had to start at my roots, which was, you know, why is it that I am so attracted to toxicity? Why is it that I stay with men who treat me badly? And why don't I leave? I had to really start there. And the core of it was really because I had a very unhealthy relationship with myself. And then further deeper than that is because I grew up around women who tolerated bad treatment from men and called that love. So my perception of love was really staying with people, no matter how badly they treated you, you stayed. And that's bad. Like that's not love, you know?
But how does a young girl understand that jealousy, that possession? Because I try to like, you know, be like try to, because I'm learning myself, influence my little sister, my younger cousin, because I've never felt love like that. And it was like I had a relationship where it was like jealousy and possession, and you're doing this behind my back when really he's just projecting everything he's doing to me. Like how do you know what love is after you've been treated so bad, you know?
Because, and I think that's the part where you find it in your alone time. That's the magic that happens when you spend time alone with yourself and get to know you and build a healthy relationship with yourself. You start feeding yourself and giving yourself all of the good shit. And then you start realizing, like, if I'm going to treat myself well, I'm going to love and respect, you know, my mind, my spirit, my heart, et cetera, my body, then I'm not going to allow any mistreatment from anybody else. And that's when you really start to learn, like, oh, yo, like, this is love, what I'm giving to myself. And you coming over here trying to act some type of way or trying to whatever, that ain't it. Like, that's not love. And that's how, I personally think that's how you learn what love is and what love isn't. It's literally, everything is self. Everything starts and ends with self. And so I've learned along the years and along my own journey that when I was in a toxic relationship with myself, the relationships I had were a reflection of the relationship I had with myself. And when I started being great and amazing to myself, the proof is right now all of the relationships in my life mirror that. I have wonderful, healthy, loving relationships.
Yeah, because even it's not just boyfriends, it's people too.
Yep.
Yeah, because I've cut a lot of people out too, and now I have this little bubble of like happiness, and I'm scared to let people in, you know. You self-published 10 books. Yo, I'm doing the same with my music, and it's as an indie artist. How did you build such a loyal fan base? I know it's not overnight, you know.
It's not overnight. I started my Instagram in 2014, I want to say. I didn't put out my first book until 2016. But I just stayed consistent and I stayed true to myself, really and truly. I came in an era where the popular thing on Instagram was you deserve better, like you know, like very fluffy quotes. And not to take away from people who write like that, but it was just very fluffy. And when I came in, I was very raw. I was very vivid.
You're an asshole. You're a piece of shit. Like, I read your books.
You know, I cuss. I'm honest. And I one thing about me, too, is that a lot of my work is about holding myself accountable. And this really shocked people, women specifically. I got dragged many, many times in the beginning of my career for holding myself accountable in my work, in my stories, because so many women were confusing accountability with shaming yourself. And I was like, you're not the same thing. And so I basically just built off my character, who I am, and my message is, and I began to build a very solid. People know when they see a CCB quote. They know now because the tone of my writing and my work, it's unique. It's unique to
It's
me.
you. It's like it's your voice, and
Yeah.
no one can take that from you. Kind of
Right.
like an artist. You're an
Literally,
artist.
I literally write the way that I speak. Like,
And honestly, that's crazy because I've been learning how to write TV shows now, or script, and I also write. Yeah, I'm learning. Yeah, thanks. But like, I'm obsessed with writers. Like, you are somebody that inspires me, and I love that you said I write how I speak, because that's me too. Like, my commas are all over the place.
Me
I'm
too,
not
girl.
very good with grammar. Like,
Me too. To this day,
and
like,
it makes me feel not good enough, you
no,
know?
let me tell you something. I'll tell you something right now, because I really relate to you. And one thing that people like to do, especially on the internet, will like to nitpick and all the punctuation Nazis and all the grammar Nazis and all that motherfucking shit. And it's just like, I had to really learn. Yes, my punctuations often are, I'm getting better. I've gotten better, obviously. 10 books later, I've gotten better. But still, my punctuations can be all over the place. Sometimes I have commas where they don't belong, semicolons where they don't belong. But you want to know what's important is that people understand the story. Like, you know, Letters to My Ex is my top selling book. And it's still, even after it has gone through editing so many times, there's still errors in it. And do people care? No, because what do they care about? The story itself.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you have a story, Jackie, and you can tell a good story, all that punctuation shit, don't even get held up on it. If somebody wants to nitpick, sometimes in life you gotta look at people who are nitpicking and be like, what the fuck have you written? Like, let me know when you have written over 100 pages and then come talk to me. Like, let me know when you have put in all this work and you've literally spilt your emotions onto a page and you've been vulnerable, and then come talk to me. And 9 out of 10 times they can't talk to you after. You know what I mean? Because it's fuck them.
I know, you're right. Like, listen, like, I was talking about this earlier. There's going to be so many people who tell you they can't do something, and maybe you're not the best at it at the moment, but hello, it takes time to be the best.
It does.
And the whole point is that you're doing it for you, not for them.
It does.
You know?
And, you know, people get discouraged for that exact reason. Like, oh, like, my punctuations aren't all the best, or this isn't the best, or this isn't. You have to start somewhere. And at the end of the day, one of our best teachers is our experience. If we don't jump in and start, we learn as we go along, you know? Like, we literally learn as we go along. I get better in sentence structures, in page length, in punctuation as I go along.
Imagine your book like 10 years ago. Like, it's like my music 10 years ago. I'm like, holy shit, I'm like a country singer. Like, you know what I mean?
It is
Which I love.
Start somewhere. You got to start.
Yeah.
So
You know, find your sound, find your voice.
Yep.
So I'm reading, almost done. And I tell you that, like, I wake up randomly at 4 a.m. and then I start reading your book, and then I can't sleep. Maybe don't do it at 4 a.m. How genius is it to write down all your feelings and, like, burn it? Well, for me, I would burn it. But how do you stop yourself? I want to know. Because, you know, for me, it helps, but I somehow send it because it's like too good, and like they need to know. Like, how do you stop yourself from not sending it? Like, really, I have this question because I went back and saw my emails to my ex, you know, and I read it, and I'm like, I'm happy I sent that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it depends. For me, my process isn't about somebody. It's not about my ex hearing what I have to say. For me, it's about the universe hearing what I have to say. For me, it's about God hearing what I have to say so they can bring it back to me, and so I can pick apart what I'm saying for myself, so I could rationalize for myself. It's about me getting everything out of my system, good, bad. It's like vomit. It really is. It's vomit.
It really is.
It really is vomit.
It makes you feel so good after.
And it's not for anybody to say anything back to me. It's just for me to get it off my fucking chest, and to then go back and look at it and be like, okay, here I had valid points. Here I was motherfucking crazy. Here, no, you don't say that to people. Be like, here, like, yes, you can say that. No, don't say that ever again. Like, it's for me to, like, dissect, and then once I vomit, to be honest, I'm good. Like, I might still have some, obviously I'm a human being, so like I have moments where obviously like you're not good, you need help. But really, once I really vomit the big chunks, I'm like,
Yeah, that's so cool because I agree with you because it's like a release and you're doing it in a positive way, you know?
and
And it's
sorry, go ahead.
no, it's inspirational because when I do it, poetry one time came out and I
Yeah.
was like, I wasn't writing. I never wrote a poem before.
You'd be surprised what comes out of you, girl. Like, you really
Crazy.
be surprised what comes out of you. And that's why I say, like, it's really not about the other person. Because what happens, too, is a lot of times, yo, if you have an ex and you guys, it was a toxic situation and this shit was no good for you, there's no point in him sending any other words. You've said everything you needed to say throughout the whole entire relationship. You've said it 1,000 times. You are a broken record over and over and over again. And now what's left is the frustration. Now what's left is the resentment. Now what's left is the heaviness. Now what's left is just all the bullshit that you're so frustrated with because that person didn't hear you. So at the end of the day, resending them a long fucking 20, 30-page letter or a book, resending them that shit or sending it to them, it does nothing. They'll probably skim through it, and if best case scenario, which is still a worst case scenario, they'll come back to you and say something else, and then you got to say something else back, and you just keep it going. You keep the energy flowing between y'all when it's pointless.
So when you wrote letters to my ex, were you specific with names or you made up the names?
Oh, I had to make up the names, girl. You ain't trying to get sued. Let me tell you something. When you write a book, you can't use real names when you write a book. James's name is not James in real life. Like,
Okay.
but if I were to use his real name, his real place that he works, all these things, like, I could get sued. And
yeah, I mean, listen, I write music about my feelings, and it's like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a release, kind of like your book. But I had a question from your book.
Okay.
How does it go from everything to nothing, right? But still able to feel everything. I love that.
Thanks.
And I want to ask you that because how can it go like every day you talk to each other and then it goes like someone betrays you and it's like over, but the thing is that like your love was real. So like how the hell do you like hate and love someone at the same time?
I think, well, hate and love is the same line, just on opposites of the opposite spectrum. So it could really, anytime you love someone, that shit could really switch into hate very quickly. It's a very thin line, you know? I think that how everything can go into nothing. Somebody's trying to call me.
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I think it's a buildup, you know? For me anyways. For me, it was a buildup because all of the things that I wrote about, all of the things that came crashing down in the relationship with James were things I already knew. They were red flags that were really clear all along, and I just was like, I kept sweeping them under the rug.
Yeah.
So when things came crashing down, that's how it ended up being nothing. Cause
yeah, I know that like at me as a little girl, I always chased love. I always chased my father's love, even my mom's love, just chasing love all the time. And I felt like that was love, you know, to chase. And then this recent, you know, breakup, I was, you know, praying to God to show me clarity because something didn't feel right, you know, and my stomach hurt. I had rashes all over my body. And it did, like, your body tells you a lot of things, you know. And I continued to chase love, and I just wish I would have listened to the person. Like, no, you know what I mean? Like all the red flags, and like if you have to chase something, like is it even yours? Let it go, you know. But I didn't want to say to myself, oh no, another broken relationship. I wanted to save it because I didn't want to be the old me again who already went through that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I worked really hard to make sure that situation didn't end up like my last one, you know? And then, you know, it ended up like the last one. You know what I mean? And I was more mad at myself because I know that I do love myself, and I prayed for clarity, which God sent me clarity. I didn't, I said I didn't ask for this, but I really did. But I didn't check phones, nothing. It just came to me, and then I prayed to God, let love come to me. And since Christmas, I've been getting so much love.
Yeah.
And it's because I opened my heart and released the love that I didn't get. And I know that I'm a good person, and that I'm worthy of being loved, that would eventually happen, instead of being so worried about not being loved because maybe my father doesn't love me like I wish, or like I'm always chasing that love. So for me, that's what I learned, to like not chase love anymore. And I think that was helpful, to believe in me.
Anytime we focus on, like, the things we don't have, we manifest more of the things that we don't have. If we focus on the things that we do want, we manifest more of the things that we want. So when you were saying, like, you were busy chasing love and busy worrying, like, why doesn't this love me, or why isn't this person love me? The energy was so focused on that you had no space. You had no space for, like, real love to find you, and for you to unpack it yourself, for you to realize that it's in you first. And once you find it in you, you will radiate that, and then it'll find you that way, But you have space for things to come in. And a lot of times we harbor so many negative things, and we harbor these negative things, we focus on negative things, and then we say we want this, and it's like, that's not going to happen. You have to make space for the good things that you want, and good things don't come in and hang out around negative shit. That's just
and it's like you're blocking your vibrations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, you're here chasing something that's not for you, when something that is for you, you can't even see it because you're like blinded. So what are you working on now?
Girl, what am I not working on now? I have a very, very weird, I don't know if other writers are like this, but I work on 6 books at a time sometimes, and whatever one gets finished first, because they're all different levels of just all different levels of intensities, and they're all different stories. And so sometimes when I'm working on one and I'm exhausted from that one, it's taking a lot out of me, I'll like dip into something that's more lighthearted. And then as I'm working on that, if a day I'm like, no, I'm feeling pretty intense, and then I'll go back to something else. So it really just depends. But I have currently I have a trilogy that I'm working on.
Ooh.
And I'm in the middle of 5 books.
Wow. Would you ever do like a movie from one of your books?
I would, honestly. I have a trilogy that I've been working on. It's been working on it for 10 years now. It's long. It's long, and the reason why it's taking me so long is because it's very important. It needs to be right, because I'm not only telling my story in it, I'm telling so many other women's stories that need to be told properly.
Chills.
And that book I would love one day to see.
Yeah, I would love to talk to you, because I do have my own production company.
I would love it. I would
That's what I love about social media, like especially like at a time now where we're all stuck at the house, like we're finding ways to inspire one another. Like literally your lives in the morning, I do the dishes and I like listen to you. So please follow Cece. She reads the comments and she, responds to you, and she's there for an hour, 2 hours, and literally you learn so much from other people and what you have to say. And literally you are just like us. You just, you went through the process, and some people are still in the process and want to get out. Like, and you could really be like, I have a lot of friends in abusive relationships, and it's really, it feels lonely. So it's beautiful to like find someone like you who's not afraid to express themselves and like feel like I'm not alone. You know what I mean? So I was in Thailand all by myself reading all your quotes. And that's what, like, I went to the ocean, I like prayed and I asked for forgiveness for me not appreciating everything that I had around me. And everything started to like flow naturally. And you know, even my body, even my skin, everything became
Yeah.
better.
It's people. I know everybody has their own timing in life. Sometimes I just wish that people would, because the people who rebuke spirituality are, I feel in my spirit, they're the people who need it the most. And if people would just realize that, like, once you root yourself in gratitude, like what you said, like, you know, you went down there and you just, like, you asked for forgiveness and, like, you really started to appreciate everything that you have, that's gratitude. Once you root yourself in gratitude, like, happiness comes from there.
Mm-hmm.
This is where it comes from. It doesn't come from, other things can add to your happiness, but it's it is the foundation. So you root yourself in gratitude, like, yo, yeah, this and this happened. Yes, I did this. This version of myself did this. This version of myself allowed this, and this was sad, and this was fucked up, and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, like, yo, there are things, like, people wake up angry in the morning and then go take a shower, but it's like you can't take 5 seconds to be grateful for the water that you have in your fucking bathroom that you could take
Yeah.
a shower.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Warm water.
like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's water in your house, fam. Like, you know, you wake up every day. That's something to be grateful for, period.
Mm-hmm.
That means that you can reset. You can restart. Shit didn't work out yesterday. Cool. I have a new day to wake up and do it again. I have to try something again. The devices that people use, the same devices that people sit, their phones, your phone, the same devices that people sit down there and use to spread hate comments, to fucking search their ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend, to fucking da-da-da, is the same device that you could use to fucking learn how to build your own business, learn how to set up your shit, learn how to do this, learn how, you need to be grateful for this thing that connects so many people. Be grateful for it, you know? But people rather focus on
The negative.
the bad shit instead of taking 2 seconds. The more you focus on the good shit, the more the bad shit starts looking smaller.
Yeah, you don't even see it anymore.
Smaller, you know? Like,
And it feels so good because that makes you stronger, you know? I was just like, fuck, I'm not again. Like, I'm too old for this shit. You know what I mean? And that's why I was trying for it not to happen, but you can't really make it not happen if it's gonna happen, if it's not right for you. So it's like, it felt so good to, like, kind of not be so hard on myself and, like, learn something from it. And, like, it's never too late to appreciate yourself, really,
and that's
and
bad. That's
love
so
yourself.
bad. Knowing how to learn something, no matter what situation you're in. You know, you find yourself in this shitty situation, whether you put yourself there or somebody dragged you in there. You find yourself there and you realize you're like, fuck, this is a shitty situation. And you're like, you have two choices. You could stay in it and woe is me while you're in there, or you could be like, yo, what? There's a reason why you're there. It's not a coincidence. And you could be like, what can I learn from this? And a bag of lessons will be at your feet. Just because you ask, like, what can I learn from this? The universe is gonna go plop and hand you a bag of lessons.
Yo, and the inspo that comes out of that, like your book writing, my music, me thinking that I couldn't do it on my own.
Yeah. And
you are a healer. Everybody keeps saying she's a healer, and I love that you used your negative parts of your life and made it like your lessons were healing the world in a way. Like, that's really amazing, and not a lot of people can do that. It's sharing their vulnerability and being open and, like, being okay to fucking just be yourself, like, unapologetically. Like, that is just really dope, and I'm such a big fan of your work, and I want to be your friend. So I sent you my number. I haven't gotten yours yet. But I don't know what it is. When I watch your lives, I feel like I know you somehow.
I honestly, I think that I just have this, not to whatever, but, like, a lot of people tell me that, like, they feel like they know me. And I think it's really just my ability to, because I'm so vulnerable and I'm really easy to talk to, you know, and I'm really, you know, and I listen, you know, I listen and I listen, like, you know, and I think for me, it's just about, I've been the girl who wasn't myself to make other people happy. I've been the girl who was toxic to myself. I've been the girl who didn't know how to love myself. I've been the girl in shitty relationships and abusive relationships. And I've also been the girl who has flipped my life around on purpose. I started recognizing and connecting my dots and seeing my patterns. And I want women to know that like there's another side of the bullshit, you know, and you actually literally don't have to be this version of yourself, you know?
Chills.
Yeah, I think a lot of versions of ourselves are built, again, it's not us. That's why I think self-work and inner work is more about unlearning than it is about learning, because the things that we need to know are inside of us already. We need to unlearn a lot of the shit that we don't need in order to get to the core of what's already inside of us.
And you know what, Cece? All your pain and your hurting, and I'm not saying it was worth it, but I'm saying like I know that I had a car accident, and it just made me who I am today, and it made you who you are today. You know what I mean? You can go back and look at it, and you wrote Letters to My Ex, which is like your top seller. Imagine that, like you made something that had to happen for you to do this. So it's like God doesn't really make mistakes.
No,
Really.
it's so funny that you say that. I had this, the deeper I got into my spiritual journey, the more I started questioning certain things like taking wrong turns. I started this idea that like we take these wrong turns in life, and I started to think about my own wrong turn and where they led me. And I'm like, if I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, doing exactly what I'm supposed to do, walking my purpose, I know that I'm in my purpose, that I'm walking my purpose, and that everything I've been through and also put myself through in life was for this purpose. So I'm okay with it. But I'm like, if everything I've been through, these wrong turns led me to my purpose, were they wrong turns at all? You know what I mean? And sometimes I look at other people too, and I question, like, you know, people who, you know, on the streets, you know, addicts, like just the most like deep, like those stories, you know, who turn their lives around, and then now they're advocates. They go to schools, they go and they whatever, and they teach, yo, like, don't do drugs, Sam, because this is what can happen, and da da da. It's like, did they really take wrong turns, or was this their purpose
Meant
to go down that road so they could come out and be teachers for that road? You know,
That this is your purpose. And I have this quote that I mentioned earlier today. I wasn't born for this. I mean, I was born for this, but I wasn't born ready for this.
Yeah.
So it took me a long time to be ready to do what I love to do, which is now sing and act. And but I wasn't that 10 years ago. Like, it's a process, and people need to understand that, like, yo, people think they make it overnight, or you wrote 10 books. How long did it take you to write 10 books?
Well, to be fair, Jackie, my first 4 books, I put them out in a year. To be fair, I wrote them in a year, but that's because
you're a genius.
But to be fair, Letters to My Ex are actual letters. I just had to piece them together. Like, Letters to My Ex wasn't like something that I wrote off the top. Like, no, they were letters that were in a shoebox for a very long time. And I pulled them out, and I was like, I'm going to do something with these. And then obviously I had to like put them together in a way where they could tell a story, so readers wouldn't be like, huh? Like, fucking page 3, I'd be like, fuck you. And they're like, what happened before this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my other books, honestly, my other books weren't even supposed to be born. They were not even in my conscious. They were products of inspiration through my audience.
That's amazing.
It didn't, like, it's not an overnight process, but my first 4 books that came out the first year that I started publishing books, I was pumping out books fast. But there is a reason for that. I was literally trying to quit my job and make this my full-time career. So, but you're right, it's not an overnight process. And all other things, like the trilogy I'm writing is it's been in 10 years in the making, you know? And
that's like your masterpiece, I see. I'm really, really, really looking forward to knowing more about that. But Cece, is there anything more you want to share? I just want to thank you so much for coming on here and, you know, being my therapist for a second, but kind of like, I felt like I was like opening up a little bit too much. But I just love that you were so open and cool with me talking to you. And I want everyone to follow you, but do you have anything you want to share?
Honestly, I appreciate you for inviting me. Honestly, on your show here that you do every Wednesday and Friday. I really do appreciate it. I didn't even you know, when you came in the live the first time, I was like, oh, hey, Jackie. I thought you were, I didn't know. I
It's okay.
was like, I don't
I
fucking
love
know.
that.
And people are like, oh, it's Jackie, it's Jackie. I'm like, okay, well, tell her I said hi. I don't know, like, tell her I said thanks. Like, but, you know, like, she was cool. And then this all kind of not spiraled in a bad way, but in a good way. So thank you for having me in the first place. And
Absolutely.
it just goes to show you never know, man, who is fucking
Watching, listening.
never, ever, ever know. And
Ever.
honestly, I know we don't know each other or anything, and I say this in a way that I say to all women, but I'm proud of you for getting out there and doing your own thing. Like, you just, I know it's not easy as an indie artist. It's really not. Like, whether you are a writer, a singer, a painter, a fucking whatever, a whisperer, whatever, like, whatever you are, I know it's not easy. And I think that more indie artists, especially women, shout out to the men too, but you know what I'm saying, especially women, to definitely share their process, because you inspire people to get on their own shit too, you know?
Yeah.
When you are like, yo, I'm an indie artist and I do this by myself and I record here by myself and this is how I did it and this is how I did it. Someone's looking at you like, shit, I wanted to do that, and oh, I could do it too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And
So,
that's the whole point of even being like on a TV show like Orange is the New Black, which you never really saw like 5 Latinas from the Dominican Republic. Like,
yeah.
there were 8 of us, and like it was the most diverse show in the world, and we still don't have another show like that. You know what I mean? So
representation matters. It matters. Representation matters.
Yeah.
You know, when, not to like go too deep on the topic, but you know, I'm mixed, I'm biracial, you know what I mean? You're Latina. When you don't see yourself, I'm 35 years old. Yeah, now of course I see myself in stuff, whatever. But when I was a young kid, I didn't see myself in shows, in TV, and whatever. I didn't see myself on book covers. I didn't see myself, and it's hard. You know what I mean? So representation does matter. It's important for little girls, young boys, to see themselves in not just see themselves in stereotypical roles, but to see themselves in
doctors,
roles, to
astronauts,
see themselves in
writers,
the love interest, to see themselves in you know what I mean? It's important.
It's crazy how much the media, you know, kind of introduces everything to a child, because that was I was babysat by the TV, you know what I mean? And I really never saw someone like me, so it did feel impossible from the beginning, you know? But it was this dream, and I wanted to be like the first, or maybe like, you know, and now I look at it and I'm like, shit, I was maybe doing this a little bit selfish. Now I realize the whole world needs to be doing this shit. You know what I mean? We all need to support each other. So if I could be that like punching bag for maybe my little sister, who won't have such a hard time having that audition, because now they know maybe what a Dominican looks like, which we all look different, different shades, different color, different hair. And it's, you know, it's just really interesting. And that's what inspired me. I didn't know, you know, being on Orange is the New Black built me to be this woman, to now owning her own production company, which never thought in my life, wanting to direct, which now I have directed, now wanting to write, which was always my dream. And I was always like obsessed with writers, but never thought, you know, that I could do something like that. And it's crazy, like, how you evolve. And I think Orange is the New Black, because even seeing women in prison, like, I thought it was a bad thing. I visited prison when I was young, and they told me it was a special school, like, you know what I mean? So it was like so many things, you know, that the show like hit home. And that's why, like, people talk to me like I'm their homie, because they really believe I'm like my character Flaca, which I do have a lot of her in me, because I created her. Hello. But I helped create her.
There you go.
Because I auditioned. There were 2 lines, though. There were 2 lines. Let's just be clear. But it was I love that Genji just used all of our personalities and came up with this show that the whole world had one heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just want to continue that, follow that legacy. And I want you to continue that, and so many unspoken stories in your book that we could talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, 100%. I definitely feel you, and definitely rooting for you, girl. Like,
I have
100%.
a DJ after this. I'm gonna call some people who are gonna perform, and because I use this platform for like untapped talent. Help support my supporters who've been through, watching me grow and glow, and I want them to grow and glow too. So I'm using my platform, calling people all over the world, and they're singing to me, and like it was amazing.
That's what's up.
So please stay if you want to hear some music too. I got a DJing later.
All right.
So thank you, and you're welcome to come on this whenever you want.
And you're welcome over here whenever you want to, girl.
Awesome. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you my number one more time.
Jackie is like, I give you my number. Call me. Hey, this is my number. Just in case. Hey, Cece, want to call? Hey, Cece, this is my phone number.
Just in case, like, you want to talk to me or something, like, here's my number.
Jackie said. Anyways, I gave you my CC. I gave you my number because I want to be friends. So, you're my friend now. Whether you realize that or not, we're friends.
All right, you can totally not be my friend, but I'm hoping and I'm praying that you change your mind.
All good. I have your number, Jackie.
Okay, amazing. Well, have a good day. Are you in Canada?
Yes, I am.
I saw that you speak French, honey.
I do speak French.
J'adore le français.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you gotta teach me a little something. Je parle plus que je parlais. Je comprends plus que je parlais.
You're better than most people. Yeah, you did.
Okay, that's pretty much the only thing I know. Je
I
suis
understand more than I
chanteuse.
speak.
Yeah, je suis chanteuse. J'adore you. Je t'adore.
Yes.
And au revoir. And je déteste la cigarette.
Okay.
Je n'ai pas briquette.
Okay. I hate cigarettes. I don't have a lighter, bitch. Don't ask me.
That's all I know.
Who taught you that?
My French teacher, she's like, oh, you're going to Paris? Darling, you need to learn. Je n'ai pas briquette. Je déteste la cigarette.
Because I'm like, I have never, of all the French like sentences people know how to say, like, I've never, like, I don't smoke cigarettes, don't ask me for a lighter, bitch. Get away from me. I was like,
I kind of asked her how to say that because she's like, oh, they're going to ask you for a lighter. Tell them you don't like cigarettes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, what? But you're good. You're good, man. Like,
thank you. I'm
my
trying to learn this now, so we could practice next time.
Great. I'm here for it.
All right, baby. Take care.
All right,
and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay,
I appreciate you.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Literally, I like had 7 questions and I asked her like 10 more things. But anyways, hi you guys. I believe we have J-Dub on the line right now. Does anyone want to sing one more time? All right. We're going to have 2 more people and then I'm going live with the DJ. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh my god!
Are you going to sing?
Oh my god! I'm so
Are you going to sing for us?
nervous now.
Oh, come
Yes,
on.
I want to.
Come through.
Okay. I just woke up, so.
No, girl, it's fine.
Okay, I like this one. I'll sing a little bit.
Okay.
Baby, I try, but I can't unlove you. You know you got your hooks in my soul. Feels like I'm dying slowly. Oh, but your love won't let me go. Okay, I'm so nervous.
Really? That was dope. I love that.
Oh my god, I just woke up too.
How old are you and where are you calling from?
I'm 27. I'm from Houston. I actually saw you at Fiesta de la Flor singing Como la Flor with the Cumbia Kings.
Did we talk after?
No, I was in. Well, actually, I was in the crowd, and I couldn't even see the stage, but I heard your voice, and we were like, "Who's that?" But yeah.
What, honey? Oh my God. Do you know how amazing it was to like sing with Los Dinos? Like with Suzette hadn't played the drums for like
Yes.
7 years, 10 years, and her son had never seen her play. So it was like a real like emotional like song. And then of course I cried. You saw me. I'm a crybaby.
But it was so beautiful.
Oh my God.
It was a
Thank you
shock
so
to
much. You're
everybody.
so sweet.
Oh my God.
And
I didn't think you were gonna go live.
no, of course, you're welcome to come on here anytime.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
So I want to thank you for singing, and I go on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So next time, come through.
Oh my God. Yes. I always watch your lives, and you're so pretty.
You want to take a picture?
Okay.
Go ahead, do a screenshot.
Okay. Okay, we got
Yay,
it.
perfect. Thank you so much, baby.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Thank you for your support, truly. Oh my God. All right. I got one more person, and then I got J Dub, who's family. William Life.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey.
I got the music going already.
Look at it. We're matching.
What's up? What's up? I like your shirt a lot, and I was staying through the whole talk and everything.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So, we been DMing each other, and I heard some really amazing music through SoundCloud, and I asked if you could come on and perform.
Okay, yeah, sure. I would love to. So I'm about to perform a freestyle, guys. It's only a minute long because it's freestyle.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I have other music I can do, but I don't want to kill your time.
No, do whatever. You could come on here whenever you want.
All right, bet. I'm about to turn it up. Let's go. Let me know if it's too loud or anything.
Perfect.
Bet. Oh, it's not going. Hold on, let me turn it up real quick. I ain't joke. Everybody swear they love you till they show you that they don't. You up here and I was talking about my mama, there it goes. I would really clap again, I think about my mama, no. And I don't be falling for this shit, I ain't no domino. Only show you what they want and I just tell it how it go. Get my mama from the bill, for my mama I would kill. I'm just trying to make it real, now I ain't talking record deal. I'm just trying to keep it real. If you wanna flip a stack, I turn that shit like no big deal. That's it. That's all the freestyle.
Hey, that's so good.
I'm sorry, like at the beginning.
Oh,
the speaker was messing up.
Always welcome to perform here whenever you want. Next time, do the track and just do it like live.
All right, bet. Yeah, for sure. I got you.
Yeah. So how about next Monday?
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Now, what's your name?
My name is 49Baby. You can find me on SoundCloud. I'm 19 years old from Houston, Texas, and I'm lit. So.
Yeah, you are lit.
All right.
Thank you so much for performing, yo.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I love you.
next time, I want to hear you do it live.
All right, I got you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, much love to you.
Guys.
And I have a DJ coming on right now, so if you want to hear some music.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay tuned. Oh yeah,
I'll stay tuned.
You already know.
Oh shit, let me get my
All right. Thank you.
Bye, baby. Thank
Bye.
you. Y'all, that was a lovely afternoon. That's what I'm saying. I have to do Shakespeare in like 30 minutes, so I'm not gonna talk like that. But I'm tired, but I'm feeling really good today. Today was a great conversation. Thank you. I see all of you here. I know the people that come support every time. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I love y'all. Thank you. And I'll see you Monday. Un beso grande de la flaca. And you know what? My freaking my computer wasn't working, so I usually end the show with I wanna go live with ya. I wanna go live with ya. I think that's it. Yo quiero estar en vivo contigo. Anyways, I wanna go live with ya on Monday. Please come back on Monday. I wanna go live with ya. I wanna go live with ya. I wanna go live with ya. Yo quiero estar en vivo contigo. Okay? All right. Love y'all. Bye. Have a blessed day.